definitely have a few bugs to work out, but we'll be ready.
Manovations take on practical jokes.
You can really sicken many more party go.
Do you know who you are? You're freaking Law Dog from Metallica. I love everything you do. Except for that bad show you hosted.
You know what? Maybe I wouldn't have to whore myself out if you kids didn't steal my music.
Whoa.
So Cartoon Network in 2000 was basically mostly known for when it came to adult animation, I guess, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, and you guys like fucking Black and White or whatever. But in like late 2000, Cartoon Network could do something like experimental. I think maybe 1 or 2 nights in December, they premiered like pilot episodes for what become the first 4 initial Adult Swim original series on like the first week of like Adult Swim being launched in like September 2001. Looking like, you know, when 9/11 happened, which is great timing there, I gotta say.
My name is Shake Sula, the mic ruler, the old schooler. You want a trick? I'll bring it to ya. Fight out, get 'em all caught, rock you like a cop. Me while your sex working out now. Why make the money see? Me why get the honey she? Driving in my car, living like a star. Ice on my fingers and my toes and I'm a toys. Check it.
Aquatine Hunger Force is the first one up, and I gotta say, fucking like one of my favorites personally. Probably the most successful out of the 4 like initial Adult Swim pilots to be made. Just a really fucking good ass show. It's basically like impossible to get any show off the ground. They had to fucking like use the whole detective format for like each episode in order to get like Adult Swim to green light their show, and they fucking lied about it basically. Detectives for like the first 2 episodes, so they fucking like dropped it pretty much. What's this show about? Fucking like Aquatine Hunger Force. You fucking like know who it's about. It has Carl, it has Dr. Weird, it has Banana Dog, it has fucking Ghost of Christmas Future or whatever. You know what fucking Aquatine is. It got 2 movies, 12 seasons. I mean, like, it's a damn good show. And this is the first fucking episode, bitch. The pilot is pretty damn solid, I gotta say. But also a little weird seeing like the original premise for this show being acted out the first time ever. Cause like I always knew what the original premise like was for the show. I actually saw any of the early episodes for the series. Seeing this like is really fucking jarring to me personally. Also, it's cool to see Dr. Weird kind of a key role in this first episode.
Perfume and spray him in the eyes because that's how it happened to me. Now you feel pretty, don't you?
Cause I only remember like him having like big part in like the cold openers and like not much of the episode like following that cold open. So seeing this is pretty damn cool. Anyways, to stop the threat of vegetables, Dr. Weird creates fucking Ratbot, goes on a rampage and fucking destroys Carl's car. So Master Shake, Carl, Fry like Meatwad still act more or less the same as they usually do. And Carl's basically like, oh my god, my fucking car. And Master Shake's like, I can fix it for money.
Down here, for friggin' sake! It's okay. It's cool, man. I'm a detective. Your car has been crushed. Mystery solved. That'll be $20.
They go on this whole fucking investigation shit. Rylock's the only one who actually fucking tries to like do any investigation work at all. Meatwad fucking like being stupid as hell. And Master Shake fucking goes off and like fucking does his own damn thing. Like, no thanks to fucking Master Shake, mind you. It's all fucking like things like Frylock, you know. They go into fucking the wagon or like the mystery machine that like Meatwad rolls them in. So they go down to the mall. Frylock discovers that there's a hair statue. Of course, fucking Master Shake doesn't give a damn about that shit. Giant like rabbit robot shaped hoe doesn't fucking like pay any mind at all. Gets a fucking perm. While like Frylock and like Meatwad has to deal with this like huge fucking Ratbot turning like everybody into covered with hair. For some damn reason, I can't really tell you why. They do some fighting, and it doesn't go well. Fucking they dance a little bit. Master Shake comes up and it's like, power fucking Master Shake. Boom. Fucking thing of fucking shake. He fucking like loses his sweet ass perm. Master Shake, Frylock, and Meatwad go home and like chill in Carl's pool while like downtown's fucking completely demolished. That's episode 1 of fucking Aquatine Hunger Force. It's pretty fucking stupid, like I say. It's very much in line with like the whole overall series. Still very comedic and stupid in like the best way possible. A good fucking show altogether. I feel like the first episode isn't as strong as the later episodes, honestly. Everything fucking feels like it's pretty much almost damn close to being there. Like the backgrounds look like way off and weird. We're kind of like a parallel universe. I guess like not too off, but it feels off from like recognize the show being as like in its later seasons. But it's a pretty good start to the whole Aqua Teen franchise, I gotta say. Strange to see like Aqua Teen Force follows a story structure, Harvey Birdman, or like Space Ghost would have a story structure, or it's like fucking basically like a comedy version, or like a lawyer show, or like a talk show. They're like fucking mock detective shows for like maybe an episode, but not even that really. It's like just weird to have like a established structure for these episodes of Aqua Teen, especially knowing later on they just fucking like go off in their own direction, however they fucking feel like, you know, like no real fucking like rhyme or reason as to like why they're doing it, just because they fucking can, you know. And it's like, it's cool, I like it. Anyways, best line in the episode is dancing is banned, obviously. That's a fucking classic line.
Meatwad!
Good morning, Farlock. How are you doing?
Good morning, Meatwad.
This is a good beat. How'd you dancing?
Dancing is forbidden. It is mystery time. We have a case to solve. Aqua Teen Hunger Force, assemble!
The Brack Show, otherwise known as Leave It to Brack, which I'm talking about like the updated episode 1, not the pilot, which are basically both the same anyway. Pilot episode of Brack had like this weird 2D drawings for the backgrounds, whereas the first proper episode had like 3D rendered backgrounds, which, you know, it's like pretty cool. I like that some more. I mean, it's basically the same episode anyway, so like, it doesn't really matter. But who's Brack? Who's Zorak? Why is fucking character so goddamn popular? I don't know. You do know, because remember, Space Ghost. Space Ghost was a huge goddamn hit. So like, Brack and Zorak spun up their own show in 1995 called The Cartoon Planet. And from there, they, you know, were in promos and everywhere. Like, so like, they tried to give like Brack a show in like early 2000, that same year, called Brack presenting the Brack Show starring Brack, which like a variety skit show that didn't go over too well. So like fucking later on, and like December Y2K, they were like, okay, fuck it, let's a whole comedy sitcom instead. And like from there, we go to here, to the Brack Show, the first episode where like it's fucking just like, it's hard to describe. I'll try my best to. I'll try my very best, god damn it. God damn it. Freaking the episode itself proper, I should say who the main characters are first. So Brack is kind of naive in this series. Then there's like Clive, his brother, who does like nothing really, he's like fucking, you know, exists, I guess. The mom character, who's like typical housewife, kind of like well-meaning mom. The dad, he's like this chaotic, weird character. He fucking says like the dumbest shit, like fucking like stupid ass voice. And he's like the only human in the whole main cast. And he's like this fucking little midget, tiny man. I don't know why, it's funny to me, like fuck it. Then we have, of course, my favorite character in the entire series is fucking evil bastard Zorak, who's like this fucking like manipulative little asshole. And I think he's fucking perfect. I love his character so goddamn much. Finding the first fucking episode, goddamn it, start. Shit.
What's that? Can't hear ya!
You're gonna blow him up, aren't you?
Affirmative.
Wahoo!
Target sighted. Commencing attack.
The episode opens with Brack and his parents singing the Learn Work song and getting ready for the big game. Zorak dismisses Brack's wonderful gorilla paper mache idea to grab beer. Brack's like, I don't think we're allowed to drink beer, Zorak. And Zorak's like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Then they decide to fucking like Mr. Thundercleese. Zorak fucking prances around his lawn. Mr. Thundercleese kills the damn bastard. And then they fucking decide to steal Jerkwater High's fucking mascot, Mr. Bogok, and dress up in a fucking like whole disguise, pass it off as like the family cousin, and eat dinner. Shenanigans beget shenanigans. Dad started to like talk to his cousin in air quotes. Fucking, you know, it's a real like bump bump. Ah! Oh no, it's a chick in disguise. Holy shit. It's fucking like that one Animaniacs character, whoever the fuck. And the dads are like, hey, did you steal that fucking high school's chicken? He gives these terrible fucking lesson about like, you know, stealing chickens or something fucking like really stupid. So they bring the chicken back, and then like Brack brings him like a different chicken, so it kind of just like ends there. I don't know how to put this one, honestly. It's a weird fucking episode, gotta say. It's very chaotic and very strange in its own right. Definitely the Brack Show is like one of the more like just hard to describe series, and unless you've actually like seen a show yourself. Very much like rooted in like the whole family sitcom dynamic, but like very off kilter and very weird. It's gonna definitely go off the rails like later on in the series, for sure. But its first episode's like pretty fucking grounded, like for like the Brack Show, I guess. Also, my favorite character, like fucking by far, is Zorak. He's like fucking funny as hell. He's like the best character. It's not much else to really say about it. It's pretty solid. It's an okay episode of TV. It's a fine start to like an otherwise pretty underrated, pretty alright show. But I can see why it only has like fucking 2 seasons on the network before getting cancelled. It can't be Aquatine, I guess. So you know, might as well like not even try.
Do you understand, son?
Well, Dad, I'll tell
Good.
you.
Now, for your sentence, you will no longer be allowed to ride inside the car.
You mean I have to ride on the hood?
Oh, but dear, isn't that a little harsh? I mean...
Now, Mother, the boy has to learn to take his punishment. Maybe the fresh air will clean out his head.
After that, we had the only show from Cartoon Network that actually gave us 2 episodes, that being C-Lab 2021. Up next is a show made by Adam Reed and Matt Thompson, who stole C-Lab 2020 roles, making a shitty pitch in the 90s to produce it into a CN show. Cartoon Network said basically, fuck you. And then they, around the turn of the century, were like, hey, remember that C-Lab 2020 role you made that we told you not to do? Yeah, make a show for us or you're fucking fired. And Adam and Matt were like, basically, I don't want to fucking get fired, so like, yeah, right on it, man, you know? Shit. If you can't tell, this is very improv heavy, since the guys who made this would go on to make Frisky Dingo and Archer. Got a fucking Murphy, the dumb-ass insane captain. Lieutenant Sparks, one of the few smart guys on the ship who's fucking like real damn lazy. White Debbie is an oddball, strange science teacher, kind of like chubby character. Stormy is a dumbass, pretty boy, ladies man. Next we have Marco, the poorly speaking Spanish. It doesn't sound convincing at all in the slightest. And people called him out like fucking several times throughout the series. And after the only one who could like talk to Murphy, I was like dumb bullshit. Quinn, the voice of reason, killjoy of the group. After that, we got Hesh, the butt of jokes, pushed into a job far away from everyone else. Debbie is the orphan teacher. And then we have Dolphin Boy, one of the orphans who can like only talk in dolphin sounds. I don't know why, fuck it, whatever, you know. By far the best aspect of the whole show, I'd argue, is the goddamn theme song. It's fucking like so killer. Anyways, moving on from there.
We'll have the orphans wet his bed while he's asleep.
Have to hide my dirty sheets? Oh, Michael King would be so ashamed of me.
What kind of madman are you?
Oh, you know, the regular kind.
We got the first episode, baby. Fuck yeah. Radio Free C-Lab. This episode kickstarts with Murphy being bored AF, so tries to hang out with anyone at all. Murphy is tricked by Marco to leave him alone. Sparks gives Murphy the bright idea to launch his own fucking radio station. Ted just like goes with it, like fucking like doesn't even question why he's doing it, like fuck it, you know? Murphy forces his voice on the C-Lab as he plays music. Marco barges in the booth, warning Murphy of the FCC. Murphy fucking crank calls the FCC. FCC is on his ass. Marco keeps trying to warn the jackass of the FCC coming to tear fucking Murphy a new a-hole.
All the power. And 2, the FCC finds out.
So some shrivelly bureaucrats make me pay a stupid fine. Big deal.
I see you're not familiar with their new tactics, which are unspeakably wicked.
I don't give a damn about the FCC. Fuck those assholes. Fuck you, bitch. Then the episode ends, everyone in the C-Lab dying because the FCC killed them all. That's like random shit that doesn't make any sense. That's what I could get from watching this show itself. It's just a bunch of random shit. That's like what happened in the episode. Okay, so clearly this isn't as refined as it will be with like Archer or Frisky or whatever. But I feel like it's still fairly strong for stouting, you know? I like the character of Murphy. I feel like the other characters could be like better defined, and hopefully they will with the second episode coming up. But for now, I enjoy it. I just can't say I really love it. You know what I mean?
Hi, Howlin' Man.
Yes, sir.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. The reason I hate Marco is he's a mailbox head.
Oh, yeah, real original. Sit on it, Potsy.
I can't believe I choked.
Freak.
Dumbass.
We got next episode, Happy Cake. This being the only one of Adult Swim originals from 2000 that got 2 episodes. I should know they aired it December 2000. That's all I can fucking confirm. So with that said, let's get into episode itself in question. Fuck it. Happy Cake. Murphy calls on Sparks to sound the alarm, sending everyone to the battle stations until they reveal who took Murphy's goddamn Easy Bake Oven. Marco warns Murphy of a mutiny.
They will mutiny.
I'll slaughter them like a wolf among lambs. The seas will run red with the blood of my enemies.
Take it easy there, Tamberlane.
While the crew goes stir crazy trying to figure out who took the fucking Easy Bake Oven. And it's revealed fucking Sparks took it. And then fucking he goes on to try to recruit Marco into his fucking evil organization, an evil fucking Bond Island. And he's like, hey, Marco, you wanna fucking join my evil organization and shit, dog? Anyways, while that's all going down, Murphy sends Quinn, Stormy, and French guy all out on a suicide mission to find a fucking Easy Bake Oven in the ocean, and they almost fucking die because of it. Fucking air pressure, fucking giant goddamn squid monster comes out of nowhere, and Murphy's like, I want my fucking Easy Bake Oven, damn it, I don't care if you fucking die, keep going. The Frenchie guy is going off on his own fucking monologue or whatever. Stormy fucks with the giant squid like a dumbass. Murphy gives terrible advice. Stormy, Quinn, and Murphy retrieve the oven and get back barely surviving before Murphy turns on the bomb-triggered oven. My bad hand. Let me roll back a little bit. Okay, so while Sparks is trying to recruit Marco to his organization of evil bad dudes, reveals that he put a bomb in Murphy's oven, so when it turns on, it explodes. So cut back, they retrieve the oven, give it back to Murphy. Murphy turns it on, as it's happening, fucking Marco tries to stop them, and they all fucking die. But wait, it was all a dream, apparently. So, it's been a while since I've seen the episode. I'm gonna rewatch it again, when I'm recording. Moving on. This episode, I think, represents the strengths of C-Lab 2021 better than Radio Free ever could. I feel like it really represented who these characters and who this cast is in a really strong and funny way. I love fucking Quinn's deliveries, disbelief. I love fucking Sparks' whole routine of being an evil mastermind and trying to recruit Marco while talking to his evil henchman over on the island. I love fucking the whole squid monster thing. I love the French guy talking total gibberish bullshit and everyone fucking ignores him, basically. I love Stormy's just fucking pathetic ass just dipshit. I just like the whole fucking crew, honestly. But definitely Murphy is the key character of this whole fucking operation. Both these episodes wouldn't be as good if it wasn't for his involvement as a character, I gotta say. And with that said, the second episode, Happy Cake, is definitely a far more stronger representation of the qualities of the show and what the show has to offer than the first one, and I honestly wish I could be watching more right now.
Because Marco has henchman skills, Hesh. You, on the other hand...
But I want to be a henchman, too. Hesh wants metal teeth. Hesh will bite anything. He'll bite that. He'll bite this.
Don't bite the main circuit, Hesh.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, my God. It hurts bad.
His heart's in the right place, but his head is up his...
So, are you married to Orange for those jumpsuits?
Who is the man in the suit? Who is the cat with the beak? Do you really want to feel him? Harvey Attorney, habeas corpus, Marvy Attorney, Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
And fucking Harvey Birdman. Hell yeah. By far, one of the most unique shows on this list, in the sense that at least compared to like the Adult Swim originals, this is the only one that's fully animated, not like fucking like made up of a bunch of like old assets or made in fucking like Photoshop or whatever. And it's like really fucking weird to see too. It's like actually really well made, yet it's done the same style as like C-Lab or whatever. It just feels off, honestly. I don't know how to like describe it, but it's like way smoother than the style typically is for original Adult Swim shows from this vintage. I just don't know what to think about it. But anyways, Harvey Birdman is a show where they went in a similar direction to like what they went with Coast to Coast with the title character Space Ghost. Basically taking like an old Hanna-Barbera character no one gives a shit about and like putting him in a new setting that's completely different from like what his original purpose as a character was. So for Space Ghost, he was a superhero, he was a talk show host. For Brack, he was a evil villain. And like now both Brack and Zorak are like fucking characters in a sitcom. And for Harvey Birdman, he's now like in a law procedural show. And it's like just as goofy and stupid as you fucking like could imagine it is, honestly. And I don't know really how like I could describe the show without you actually like watching it. It's not like the best showcase of what the show can do or how funny it can get. But I'd argue it's like still a pretty solid episode, like all things considered. So that said, fucking we got Bannon custody battle. This episode established the format and where an HB character comes to Harvey needing help with some wacky hijinks ensuing bullshit. Anyways, this episode featuring Bryce Bannon taking Johnny and Haji away from Dr. Quest. And Dr. Quest goes over to Harvey Birdman all like, oh man, my fucking sons. He took my sons. Oh god, I'm so sad and shit. And I really love my sons, even though I don't ever fucking spend any time with them because I'm a total fucking retard.
Right. I treasure them. I love them dearly.
Anyways, fucking they chat for a bit. Like, it's revealed Dr. Quest basically knows something about his own children, which is like pretty fucking funny. And there's a few funny lines and innuendo stuff like, you know, Bannon and Dr. Quest having like a whole gay relationship kind of thing, early 2000s gay joke kind of way. You've seen like fucking Zoolander and like other shit, right? Like aged a bit, but it's like still kind of funny, in my opinion anyways, because I have like a pretty shitty sense of humor. So Harvey basically says, fuck this, I'm gonna talk to the kids. I don't know, it's weird. I don't really care about like what they have to say. There's not really characters in this, it's just kind of like, you know, they're just there. So moving on, fuck it. And we got to the courtroom scene. It takes up like the majority of this episode, if I gotta be honest. And it's alright, it's not too bad. We get Harvey Birdman faces his archenemy, Voltor. The fight kicks off. Minotaur puts his hammer down, saying like, hey, don't fight in my courtroom, goddammit. He has like southern drawl voice, that's like super weird, but whatever. Voltor fucking says like some dumb bullshit. He's like just a complete jackass, but I love him. Lizard man, lizard man, lizard man.
Name, your last name, and occupation.
Lizard man, and lizard man.
Bringing in monster after monster, all saying Race is the better dad. Now Dr. Quest is on stand, clearly being a great dad, not shutting down his inventions to like take care of his sons, being fucking neglectful. He's a really great father, you guys. Oh my god, turns out fucking Race has been kidnapped and is actually a evil robot by the evil Dr. Zin, fucking like bad guy from the show. Oh my god, holy shit. Chaotic conclusion. I can't remember exactly what it was at this point. In chats with like Dr. Quest saying like, oh, I'll never take the boys away from you. And fucking like somehow like, Dr. Zin just was able to get life-size cast of Race Bannon. It's a pretty solid episode. I mean, it's not the worst start to the series. I just feel like it could be better. Like it's not as good as it could have been, if you catch me drift, you know? Anyways, moving on from there is like pretty good. But I argue it's not as good in quality or humor as I want to say C-Lab or Aqua Teen is, which is a shame because I know this show can get pretty fucking funny and pretty damn good. It's just that the first episode isn't the really best showcase of the humor of the series, I gotta say.
Boy, that went well today. I'd say a celebration's in order.
Scotch.
Stan, they're 11.
Right.